Okay guys, let us discuss the next example. Example number 2, illustration number 2.9. Illustration number 2.9, page number 27. Illustration number 2.9. What is this problem? The resistance R is equal to V upon I. The resistance R is equal to V upon I. This is the case of division. This is the case of division, error in division, okay, as we discussed, where V is equal to 100 plus or minus 5 volt and I is equal to 10 plus or minus 0.2 ampere. So these are the given data. So first of all of you guys must be write the given data, okay. Find the percentage error in R. Underline this one. Find the percentage error in R. Find percentage error in R. Okay. Before you are going to the solution, you must be know what is the percentage error in R. Otherwise you can't able to solve this example. So how we write the percentage error in R? So what is the hint for this example? So percentage error in R, percentage error in R is equal to delta R upon R multiplied by 100%. Actually you want to this one, आपको ये फाइंड करना है, डेल्टा आर अपॉन आर मल्टीप्लाई, इसको परसेंटेज एरर बोलते हैं, तो आपको ये फाइंड करना है। तो किसी भी तरह ऐसा टर्म्स लेके आओ, ओके। तो यहाँ पे क्या दिया है, आर इज इक्वल टू वी अपॉन आई दिया हुआ है। सो इसको हम ऐसे बोल सकते हैं, देखो v इज इक्वल टू वी प्लस और माइनस डेल्टा वी, आई इज इक्वल टू आई प्लस और माइनस डेल्टा आई। सो दिस इज द एरर इन वोल्टेज, दिस इज द एरर इन करंट, हियर v is the voltage, here V is the voltage, you must be remember, and I is the current. So V is the voltage, I is the current. Then how we get this answer? See, V plus or minus delta V, I plus or minus delta I. So what is the relative error in case of division? So let's write a relative error in case of division, V upon I. So how we write this answer? So relative error is equal to delta R upon R is equal to first quantity V. So delta V upon V. Always we are using the positive sign. So plus delta I upon I. So find this one, delta V upon V. So delta V upon V. So 5 upon 100 plus 0.2 upon 10. Yes or no? Delta V upon V plus delta I upon I. So this is represent, means the terms after plus or minus sign, that is the represents the absolute error. This one plus or minus 5 and here plus or minus 0.2, and this is represents the average value or mean value. This 110 represents the average or mean value. So you write in this way. What is this first? So delta R upon R, 5 upon 100 means 0.05, 0.05, 0.2 upon 10, 0.02, total is what? 0.07. But what you have to want here, आपको क्या इसमें फाइंड करना है? तो हमको फाइंड करना है परसेंटेज एरर, तो इसका आंसर आ जाएगा परसेंटेज एरर डेल्टा आर अपॉन आर, वी हैव डेल्टा आर अपॉन आर 0.07, multiply here. So percentage error is equal to delta R upon R multiply by 100%. So it is equal to delta R upon R 0.07, 0.07 multiply by 100%. 100 से multiply करो. So in this example percentage error is which one? 7%. This is our answer. All of you must be note this example in your books. Note it. Okay guys, let us come to this next exam, illustration number 2.10. illustration number 2.10, page number 27. Okay, what is this problem? A two resistance R1 is equal to, let's write the given data. Two resistance R1 is equal to 100 plus or minus 3 ohm and R2 is equal to 200 plus or minus 4. This is the symbolic form of ohm. Okay, this is called ohm. This is the symbol of ohm. This is the given data to us. Now what is the problem statement? Are connected in series first and are connected in parallel second time. Find out the equivalence resistance in case of series combination and in case of parallel combination. Use the relation R is equal to R1 plus R2 for series connection and 1 upon R is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 for parallel connection. So first case, let's we discuss first case only. Series connection. Then after we are go through the parallel connection. First we are discuss about series only. So what is the meaning of series? So series connection is just like this. See, that is a represent symbol. So R1 and R2. This is called a series connection. And what is the resultant of this series connection? Suppose resultant is R, then resultant R, that is a solution. Okay, hint. Given data are this one. R1 is this one, R2 is. So R is represent like this, R1 plus R2. It means this is a summation. What is the meaning of this? R is equal to R1 plus R2. Summation of two physical quantity. Which two physical quantities? R1 and R2. So two resistance given to us, we have to find the summation of this, the measurement of summation of the two physical quantity R1 and R2. Then apply the rules directly. What is the relative error here? So R is represent like this, R1 plus R2. So 100 plus 200. So R is equal to 100 plus 200. What is the answer? 300 ohm. This is only this is only mean value. What about error here? So find the mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. Find the mean absolute error in this case. So in summation, what is the answer? Delta R is equal to delta R1 plus delta R2. Always use the positive sign as we discussed in a theory session. So delta R1 plus delta R2. What is delta R1? See, R1 is equal to R1 plus or minus delta R1. R2 plus or minus delta R2. So what is this 3 actually? Delta R1. What is this 4? Delta R2. So put this both value here. So what is delta R? So delta R is equal to 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. Answer is 7 ohm. So what is the final resistance in case of series? So let's write the series resistance. Sorry, resistance in series. Resistance in series, RS is equal to this one. It is also called RS. So average value plus or minus delta R. Average value plus or minus delta R. So 300 plus or minus, what is this delta R? 7 ohm. 300 plus or minus 7 ohm. So when you connect the two resistance R1 and R2 in series with this much of absolute error, delta R1 is absolute error in the first reading, delta R2 is absolute error in a second reading, then you get the final answer. RS is equal to 300 plus or minus 7 ohm. Now let's consider the second case, case 2b. What is the problem? Here the series connection. Now parallel connection. How we represent this parallel connection? So this is called a parallel connection. It is R1, it is R2. If you connect these two resistance in this way, then we call it is parallel connection. Okay, so how we write this relation in case of parallel connection? So it is given in a problem. Actually we are studied about this type of relation, series connection and parallel connection in a 12th standard. So right now in the chapter number 1 this problem is given to us, so the relation is also given. So let's write the relation from the textbook. So what is the relation? Given data for the parallel connection, 1 upon r parallel is equal to 1 upon r1 plus 1 upon r2. This is given in a problem, so don't worry about this. And the second relation is also given to us, delta r parallel upon r parallel square is equal to delta r1 upon r1 square plus delta r2 upon r2 square. Actually you must be remember this relation. In this type of equation, this is the mean absolute error. Must be remember. Right now we are not studied the mathematical tool. Okay, so we must be remember this equation. Whenever this type of quantity is given to 1 upon r is equal to 1 upon r plus 1 upon, means the summation of reciprocal quantity. Whenever the summation of reciprocal quantities are given to you, then at that time you write the relation of any mean absolute error in this way. Okay, and right now we are not able to derive this relation. Why? Because we are not studied the mathematical tool. This type of relation is derived by the using of concept, some equation from the mathematical tool. Okay, बट अभी तो हमने पढ़ा ही नहीं है, तो इसलिए हम इक्वेशन जो है अभी याद रखेंगे. ठीक है, बाद में जैसे मैथमेटिकल टूल पढ़ते हैं उसके बाद आपको ऑटोमेटिकली डिराइव करना आ जाएगा. ठीक है, वेरी सिंपल है, आप डिफ्रेंशिएशन करके डिराइव कर सकते हो, लेकिन आपको पता ही नहीं है डिफ्रेंशिएशन क्या है. तो अभी के लिए आप इक्वेशन को याद रखो. सो मस्ट बी रिमेंबर, एंड व्हेन यू रिमेंबर दिस रिलेशन, व्हेन यू फाइंड दिस व्हेन यू यूज this relation, so you just find the delta rp from here. Find the delta r. Okay, let's see first find the resistance. So what is the resistance? So from this relation, 1 upon rp is equal to 1 upon r1 plus 1 upon r2. This rp is a parallel resistance. RP means what? Equivalence resistance in case of parallel connection. So use this one, RP. Put this both value. R1 is 100, R2 is 200. So answer is what? 1 upon 100 plus 1 upon 200. Simplify this relation. So 1 upon 100, 200 plus 100, 300 upon 100 plus 200, 100 into 200, like this, 200 plus 100 upon 100 into 200. So 0 0 cancel out. So 0 0 cancel out. So answer is what? Final answer is what? It is equal to 3 upon 200, but it is 1 upon rp. So take a reciprocal of this one. So rp is equal to 200 upon 3 ohm. This is only first value. Which one? Here you get this value right now. Now again you find the delta in case of parallel connection. Okay, like this. Here delta r is equal to simple r1 plus r2, but here delta rp is use this relation. So write down the mean absolute error. Mean absolute error in rp. So use this relation. So delta rp is equal to delta r1 upon r1 square plus delta r2 upon r2 square into this rp square comes here in a multiplication. Right now here it is in denominator. If this terms comes here, it is comes into the multiplication. So rp square. Put this all value. So delta rp is equal to delta r1 means delta r1 3. So 3 upon 100 square on r1 square. So 100 square plus delta r2 means 4. So 4 upon 200 square. 200 square into rp square means this one. 200 square upon 3 square means 9. 3 square means what? 9. After calculating this answer, see 100 square, 100 square, 100 square cancel out. Okay, you just calculate this answer, then finally you get this after calculation. After calculation, you get this answer. This is equal to 1.8. After calculating, you get this is equal to 1.8. So delta Rp is equal to 1.8 ohm. Delta Rp is equal to what? 1.8 ohm. Then how you represent the R parallel? So resultant means resistance in parallel. Resultant resistance means what? Resistance in parallel. Exactly like this. So R parallel is equal to mean value 200 upon 3 ohm plus or minus delta value 1.8 plus or minus 1.8 plus or minus 1.8 ohm. This is our answer. Again, I am telling to all of you, when you use this equation, when you find this answer, okay, you just take a separate it. Okay, again see, when you use the series connection, then the resultant resistance is equal to R1 plus R2 given in a problem. So it is very simple. You just take a summation of two physical quantity. So what is the rule of summation? Means rule of summation is simple. The relative absolute error is mean absolute error is equal to summation of the individual quantity. But here it is not summation. Here this type of equations are used. Okay, for parallel connection, resultant resistance is this one and resultant error is this one. So use this both relation, find this separately, and finally you write the answer in this way: 200 upon 3 plus or minus 1.8 ohm. This is our final answer. Okay, all of you guys must be note this example in your books, and again you just mark this relation. Whenever the summation of reciprocal is given to all of you, summation of reciprocal is given to you, then the error is given in this way: delta upon square is equal to delta upon square plus delta upon square plus delta upon square, like this. Okay, note it in your books properly. Okay guys, let us discuss the next example. Illustration number 2.11. Find the relative error in Z. So what we have to finding out? Relative error means delta Z upon Z is equal to finding out. This is called a relative error in Z. Relative error in Z. But what is Z? So Z is given to us. So Z is equal to a raised to 4 into b raised to 1 by 3 upon c into d raised to 3 by 2. This type of case is given to us. Then how we find the answer? Very simple. See, this power is given to us: a raised to something, b raised to something, c raised to nothing. Nothing means you write 1 here. Here c raised to means power is not given, it means c raised to 1, and d raised means all these physical quantities a, b, c and d having some power. So use the power function rule. What is the rule? Relative error in case of power function, when this power is raised, then it is equal to the relative error multiplied by the power for each quantities. So how we write this relative error? So delta z upon z is equal to, what is the power of a? 4. So 4 multiplied by relative error of a, so delta a upon a, plus what is the power of b? 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 into relative error of b, so delta b upon b. What is the power of c? 1. So plus 1 into delta c upon c. And what is the power of d? 3 by 2. So plus 3 by 2 into delta d upon d. So use the rule of a power to get the relative error. So this is our answer. Very simple. What is the answer? How we write this answer? The relative error in a resultant quantity is equal to power into relative error of a first quantity plus power into relative error of a second quantity plus power into relative error of a third quantity plus power into relative error of a fourth quantity. Means power is multiplied by the relative error. Relative error means what? The change upon original. Delta Z upon Z, relative error in Z. Delta A upon A, relative error in A. Delta B upon B, relative error in C. B. Delta C upon C, relative error in C, and delta D upon D, relative error in D. Okay. So this is the simple example. One another example is given to us. Let's write illustration number 2.12 exactly like this. Okay, let's write this example here. The period of oscillation of a simple pendulum, as we discussed in a previous session. What is simple pendulum? So this type of arrangement is called a simple pendulum. This type of arrangement is called a simple pendulum. So the period of oscillation of a simple pendulum is given by, so let's write the given data, time period, T is equal to 2 pi under root L by J. This is given to us. Measure the value of L 20 centimeter known to 1 mm accuracy. Underline this is a quite important thing. Here see, data are given in a different form. So underline this one, 20 centimeter known to 1 mm accuracy. 20 centimeter known to 1 mm accuracy. And the time 100 oscillation of the pendulum, and the time 100 oscillation for the pendulum is found to be 90 seconds using a wristwatch. 90 seconds using a wristwatch of a 1 second resolution. Of a 1 second, underline 1 second resolution. What is the accuracy in a determination of a G? What is the accuracy of a determination of a G? So all of you first be write some notes. Then after we are going to the solution of this example. So if you have some constant, again, if you have some constant, then constant does not arise any error. Due to the constant, there is no error in a measurement. So write down this one. Due to the constant, write down, due to the constant, just erase it, error never propagate in case of constant. Error never propagate in case of constant. Means error does not arise, due to the constant. अगर आपके पास कोई कांस्टेंट है, कोई भी कांस्टेंट है, तो कांस्टेंट के वजह से कोई भी मेजरमेंट में एरर आती नहीं है. मतलब कांस्टेंट की एरर आपको 0 काउंट करनी है. ओके, तो लिखो मीन्स error due to constant is taken as 0. Error due to constant is taken as 0. एरर की कोई कांस्टेंट की कोई एरर काउंट करनी नहीं है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भी कुछ ऐसा ही है. T इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई अंडर रूट L बाई G. तो फाइंड क्या करना है? व्हाट इज एक्यूरेसी ऑफ डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ अ G? अंडरलाइन, व्हाट इज द एक्यूरेसी ऑफ अ डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ अ G? सी, so find accuracy in G. so first इसमें से आप G फाइंड कर लो. इसमें से आपको क्या फाइंड करना है? G फाइंड करना है. ठीक है, तो आपका आंसर क्या आ जाएगा G फाइंड करते हो तो T स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4 पाई स्क्वायर इंटू L upon G. Yes or no? Means take a square on both sides. So find the G from this equation. So what is this G? So G is equal to 4 pi square into L upon T square. So this is the equation number 1. Write down for some time. Equation number 1. So from this equation we have to find the accuracy in G. Accuracy in G means what? Up to what percentage you write the correct value, or up to what percentage there is some error. Up to what percentage there is some error, that is called accuracy. Write down. Accuracy means what here in this case? up to what percentage error in a value of a g, in a measurement of a g. So means find the percentage error. It means find percentage error. So how you write the percentage error in case of in the value of g? So percentage error in g, how you write it? Delta g upon g multiplied by 100%. Delta g upon g multiplied by 100%, that is called a percentage error. Means relative error multiplied by 100%. This is called a relative error multiplied by 100%. It is equal to find out. That is our motto for this example. So consider it is equation number 2. हमको ये फाइंड करना है, पहले इसमें रिलेटिव एरर कहीं से भी फाइंड करो. तो यहाँ पे देखो g is equal to 4 pi square, means one constant. 4 is a constant, pi is also constant. L upon t square. So it is a case of division and a power. It is a case of division with a power t square. T square. How you write the value of g? So write down the relative error in a g from equation 1 using this rule of power. Using the rule of power. Here what is the power of L? Nothing. Nothing means there is a power v. How much power is already present? 1. How much power is already present? 1. So write the relative error in a g from the power rule. Relative error in a g. Relative error in a g. Why? Because we want a relative error here. See, delta g. This is, we have to find this total term. But first, before we are going to solution of this one, you must be find delta g upon g. Then after you just multiply its relative error with 100%. Then finally you get the answer of percentage error in a g. Why? Because here this case is what? Find the accuracy in g. Means what? Up to what percentage there is a some error. So we have to find the percentage error. Okay. So how we get this relative error? So write down delta g upon g. Delta g upon g is equal to 4 pi square. This is constant. This is what? Constant. And what is the error due to constant? 0. As we write a note, due to the any constant there is a no error, propagation of error due to the error constant is 0. So due to this 4 pi square, error is 0. Due to this 4 pi square, error is 0. Now what is the power of L? 1. So power is always comes in the multiplication. So 1 into delta L upon L. What is the power of T? So it is a 2. So 2 is comes into the multiplication. So 2 into delta t upon t. And when we write this relation, we always use the positive sign. जब भी आप इक्वेशन यूज करते हो तो कौन सी साइन यूज करनी है यहाँ पे? ओनली पॉजिटिव. नेवर यूज द नेगेटिव साइन. व्हाई? बिकॉज वी आर डीलिंग विथ मैक्सिमम एरर. किसी भी मेजरमेंट में हमको मैक्सिमम एरर चाहिए, इसलिए हमको कौन सी साइन यूज करनी है यहाँ पे? ओनली पॉजिटिव, नेवर नेगेटिव इन केस ऑफ ओनली एरर. ओके. सो दिस इज अवर इक्वेशन नंबर 3. फर्स्ट यू फाइंड दिस वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा एल अपॉन एल एंड डेल्टा टी अपॉन टी and put this value into this equation. So finally we get the answer. Okay, but here you see anywhere this type of data are given to us? No, but some statements are given in a problem. See, all of you see, some statements are given to us. What is the statements? The measure value of L is 20 centimeter, known to 1 mm accuracy. 20 centimeter, known to 1 mm accuracy. Write down given data. Write down some given data. L is equal to what? 20 centimeter. What is L? 20 centimeter. And 20 centimeter means, and it's accurate up to 1 mm. It means plus or minus 1 mm. It means plus or minus 1 mm. But this unit is centimeter and this unit is in mm. You must be, see, this is required, both are required in the same units. The centimeter and mm, this both are different unit, and this is not possible. The summation of different unit does not possible. So you must be convert both the value in mm or both the value in centimeter. You have a two way to convert it. You convert both this value in mm, or you write the both the value in a centimeter. So let's we convert this value in a centimeter. So first one is as it is. Why? Centimeter. So it is equal to what? 20 centimeter plus or minus. What is the 1 mm? You convert the 1 mm in a centimeter. So you just write this relation on the margin of a page. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. 1 centimeter is equal to what? 10 mm. Convert this value. So find this 1 mm from here. So this 10 is comes into division. So 1 upon 10 centimeter is equal to 1 mm. Write down this one. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Okay. So this 10 is comes into division. So 1 upon 10 centimeter is equal to 1 mm. So we want a 1 mm. So plus or minus 1 upon 10 means what? 0.1 centimeter. What is the what is this 1 mm from here? 1 mm is equal to 0.1 centimeter. Okay. Now what is next sentence? Time for 100 oscillation of the pendulum is to be found by to the 90 second. We have to find the how much time? 90 second. With what resolution? 1 second. So what is the time? So write down the time. Write down the time here. So time is equal to 90 second. With what resolution? 1 second. It means plus or minus 1 second. You measure the time 90 second by using a wristwatch. So what is how much time you must be measure in a wristwatch? Minimum time measure in a wristwatch 1 second, 2 second, 3 seconds, so 4 seconds. Means you measure the 1 second only. Okay. So with the resolution of 1 second, so 90 second. What is the minimum possible error in a wristwatch? 1 second, because we only measure the 1 second in a clock. So 90 second plus or minus 1 second. So this is the measurement of L. This is the measurement of T. Actually this directly not given in a problem. It is given in a sentence form. Okay. So first length 20 centimeter, non to 1 mm accuracy, 90 second with a 1 second resolution. So in this way we write the L and T, but we want a delta L upon L. So you just compare this value L plus or minus delta L, L plus or minus delta. You just write here T plus or minus delta T. So put this both this value in this equation number 3. So from equation 3, what is answer? Delta G upon G is equal to 0. We are not writing it 1. So as it is delta L. Delta L is 0.1 upon L. L means 20 plus 2. What is delta T? Delta T is a 1 second. So 1 upon T is a 90. So like this. So find this final. What do you get here? So finally you get this answer delta G upon G. You just calculate by yourself. Okay. So you finally get this answer is equal to what? 0.032. 0.032. You calculate by yourself. This is in homework. So you get this answer. Okay. So put this value in equation number 2. So from equation 2, what is percentage error? Percentage error is equal to delta G upon G, relative error 0.032 multiply with 100. So multiply with 100%. So multiply here 1, 2. So answer is what? 3.2%. What is the meaning of this 3.2%? Must be remember and must be understand. What is the meaning of this one? So when you just measure the value of G by the using of this equation here, see, when you measure the value of a G by the using of this experiment of simple pendulum, then whatever the value you get from this experiment, in this value you have a this much of error, 3.2%. Means your value is wrong. Your value is uncertain up to this percentage, up to 3.2%. This value is not exactly correct. Okay. In this measurement there is some uncertainty. How much uncertainty? 3%. How much uncertainty? 3%, exactly 3.2%. Okay, all of you guys must be note this example in your books, and all of you must be understand how to write this. All of you must be understand how to write this data, because sometimes this type of example asking in a examination, at that time this directly not given to you. Okay, so at that time we just write by the reading, by the from the problem statement. Okay, all of you must be note it.